Zoonotic diseases. How can we prevent another global pandemic? Zoonotic diseases are infections that are naturally transmissible from animals to humans. Although zoonotic diseases have existed for as long as humanity has, the frequency and severity of zoonotic disease outbreaks has increased in recent years due to a variety of factors. Today, the issue is very topical, with the world still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. One increasingly concerning zoonotic disease is avian flu, also known as H5N1. Bird flu is an infectious disease that has spread among birds, but in rare cases it can be transmitted from a bird to a human. Bird flu has become prominent in the media, partially because of its role in the sky-high egg prices in America, which you can see displayed in the graph on the right. Avian flu has also gained attention due to discussion surrounding the possibility for the virus to mutate, enabling it to spread directly from human to human. This would enable a rapid spread, potentially resulting in another pandemic. When being first detected in China in 1996, bird flu received little attention until it spread through live poultry markets in Hong Kong at a far more rapid rate. The disease has since swept through the globe, hitting Europe and America, with the disease now present in every continent except Oceania. The spread of H5N1 across the globe can be explained by a complex interaction of many geographical factors. One of the most fundamental natural factors impacting the distribution of bird flu is bird migration patterns. The seasonal migration of birds can carry H5N1 vast distances via relocation diffusion, introducing it to new continents. Australia's absence of bird flu has been partially attributed to the fact that many of the bird species there are endemic, not migrating to areas where the disease is present. The migration of birds is, in turn, influenced by climate. Anthropogenic climate change is resulting in warmer temperatures in many areas, shifting the migration cycle of wild birds. Shared water sources are a prime vehicle for avian flu, as the virus can survive for months in the water and easily infect other animals. Areas with large expanses of wetlands can harbour the disease and increase the spread. Location. Another major factor is geographical location. Isolation reduces the natural spread of the disease, again relating to Australia. These are just a few examples of the vast impact that geography can have on the spread of disease.
There are also many human factors in the spread of the disease, such as deforestation. As mentioned in the physical side, as the birds' homes are destroyed, they are forced to move to new areas and shift their migratory patterns, taking the virus with them. Bird farming is often done around many other animals without appropriate partitioning between them to keep them separate. This enables the virus to spread from an infected bird very quickly to other animals in the area. On these farms, health and safety measures are sometimes ignored, or they simply cannot afford the appropriate personal protective equipment. This can mean that an animal spreads the virus to a farmer, and they contract the disease. Whilst legal international bird trade has quite thorough restrictions and checks to avoid the spread of bird flu, unregulated bird trafficking has meant that birds carrying the disease have slipped through. Live bird markets are also common in places like China and the northeastern United States, and humans having such close contact with so many birds inevitably leads to the spread of disease.
For bird flu, the most effective way is by focusing on prevention, biosecurity, early detection and treatment. This includes placing strict biosecurity measures on places such as farms and avoiding contact with wild water birds as much as possible. Bird flu is spread through direct or indirect contact with infected birds, most commonly wild water birds. Strict biosecurity measures on farms includes managing pests and rodents and preventing contact between these and farm birds. Further spread of this disease can be prevented by humanely culling infected birds. Restrictions have been put in place across the UK by the government to try and prevent any further spread of the disease. Whilst human cases of bird flu are not so common, especially in the UK, it can be treated with antiviral medication. However, there is no specific cure for bird flu in birds. Treatment of infected animals involves focusing on managing symptoms and preventing secondary infection. In cases where many birds are infected in one area, the most likely outcome will be humanely culling all of the birds.